Thank you. Thank you. First, I just want to thank everybody for coming out. I think if you take a moment and just look around, what you see is what is reflected in the projects that we actually do. I want to talk a little bit more about some of the backstory of the way that we do these projects. Everything that you see we do is built from the bottom up. And a lot of times you see people that strive to do things and it's built from the top down. You got people in these Eiffel Towers making all of these decisions and they have these brilliant ideas about what everybody wants and they never stop to ask anybody about whether or not that's something that they're interested in even doing. So a lot of times people are not at the table because usually they're on the menu, right? All of the projects that we do is based from the grassroots, meaning we get community input. We get people who are actually at the table, who are making decisions to make sure that these projects are what they are. Before you leave, definitely go inside of the connection and check out a lot of the work that we did with the young people who are a part of this project as well. We did a few different sessions there led by Tyshawn, who is our artist that's a part of our team. And we talked to them about these projects and we got them involved where they actually created their own murals so that they could be connected to projects like this. So another important part of the work that we do is to make sure that we're preparing a path for the next generation, not just talking about it, but actually doing it, making sure that our youth are participating in these projects. As a side note, our selection committee, and we had some of our teens who are part of the connection select some of the artists who just were selected for the rest of our murals down here on the north end of our mural project. We had a 7th grader submit for our project. And it's not often that you see things like that. You know, usually when you see projects like this, an organization or an institution puts out an RFP, which is a request for proposals, and it might be this thick for an artist that's striving to figure out, like, how can I even access an opportunity like this, right? We had a 7th grader who actually submitted for our project. And I think that speaks to our sense of accessibility and how we make sure that our projects are connected to our community members, right? To kind of wrap up, if you look at this mural, right? Some people, Chuck put a lot of Easter eggs in this mural, right? Things that you would have to talk to him personally about, like, why did he do this? Why did he do that? A few of us were standing over here earlier and they didn't know where his name was, because usually when an artist puts their name, like, you know, on, could you see where his name is on this mural? It's probably about this big, right? And that speaks to, you know, who he is and his vision. And that is something that you also see that's consistent with a lot of our artists that we work with. That's important, not their name, but the work that they're doing, especially here in the city of Niagara Falls. And as a heritage area, we're at the forefront of leading public art. And there's a lot of people who don't share in that vision yet, but there is no way that you could actually ignore the work that we're doing here in this city. And we're also thankful for all of our partners, Daredevil Records, who's always been connected to us and the work that we're doing. All of our other partners, Power City Eatery, who we're partnered with as well, that's sharing in our vision. So